screwed in anywhere, it'll just pop off. Gotta figure out where we can pry it out. If you get an angle to pry, don't just send it because you don't want to damage this side of it. So just try and find the sweet spot. We want to look for the sweet spot of where to grab it. Oh, I found it. So go ahead and like pull up on that whole piece to try and get it loose. Now with your other hand, try and get underneath it with your hand and start pulling it across. Try and pull out. Oh, perfect. If you guys have a car that's been taken apart a bunch of times, that clip is intact, that's intact, that's intact, this one's intact, and you can see if that white piece isn't on there, that means you know you need to get a new one. So it sticks back on easily. And these two 10 mils. You see those, the deeper ones on both sides. Just enough to unplug the wires. Try and get it to drop so you can reach back there. Now start unclipping those. So we all just push tabs. You know how you're trying to push the tail end of it? Push down towards the base of it. Cool. Now, oh, beautiful. GPS. Sweet. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. The right side over here pulls off also. This whole trim piece will fall down. Now we have a lot of access. Microphone end, we'll kind of just hang it up here temporarily so we can just run the wire. And then I'm gonna run it through the trim. There is a clip with a little ball joint. You pull the mic off of it, and I just find a spot where it's happy and clip in the pillar, and we're good to go. I'm glad I took out these two screws because I ran the wire right through there and behind the plastic, and I lifted this back and pushed the wire through. Now we just gotta fish it all the way to where the head unit's at. Got it. Kyle just grab the wire, feeding it to him. Yeah, pull all the way through. Perfect. Now I'm gonna button all this back up before we go any further. So I would peel that off and stick it on this flat spot in there. The hardest parts are done. Home stretch. We've got all the factory connectors here. You've got the dual female USB, so these can go extra as like charging spots for your glove box. It has a red pin connector on it, and we're gonna run that through right now. Try and catch it. As long as that closes okay. Does it close okay? Like, yeah. Oh, perfect. All right, sweet. Now we can leave this out here. So gray plug to green, it leaves you with a male USB. This is the purple one, Apple CarPlay one. That can hang out here too. Last check, get your flashlight out of here. One time, I drove legit 3 weeks with this in the Bronco where the oil filter was, and it was still there 3 weeks later. The flashlight is still here. It was on the road with me for 3 weeks. Radio antenna cable from factory. Got USBs hooked up. We have everything. We have the factory harness. Now it's time to connect everything to the new head unit. On the back of the head unit, the only thing we have plugged in already is this guy. It goes right there. I'm gonna prep this for Kyle. The two left ones are 4G, and it says this is GPS. And then I'm gonna take the GPS one we hooked up, plug it in, thread it on, get snug. And then we have this big towel here. I can't express enough how important it is so you don't scratch up your head unit. And remember, when you install this plastic around the outside, you have to stare at every single day, so don't scratch it. All right, you know what to do. Spot your microphone connection, the 3.5 mil, and it goes to the blue tip wire. Kyle's gonna plug that in. And I would do this one next. This is the adapter for the stock radio antenna, which goes to the far left side. It's an adapter. That way it uses the radio signal from the antenna on the roof, pushes in nice and tight. Perfect. Go ahead and plug the red one in before you lose it. This is for the dual USBs. The sooner you do these plugs, the sooner it will clear up confusion. And if you're scared to like pull on these factory wires, don't be, because the way they're wrapped up, it's pretty aggressive. It's hard to mess them up, so you can maneuver them more than you think. That's plugged in, that's plugged in. I'm wondering if this extra one is for like a limited model. Kyle might just have the premium or whatever. What else you got left over? The most important one. And if you're wondering how to plug these ones in, I was telling Kyle, you can look at how many pins are on it and then compare it to the back of the head unit. When you go to do it, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay, start grabbing all the extra wires. Just get the balance in there, but don't push it in yet. Just get the chill. Let's test it with the key. We're good. Grab the stock bezel. I have a tool to probably get those off easy without breaking them. Tools, my friends. Hold on. This is the sauce right here. If you watch my videos, you know how much I love O-ring seal removal tool. It's like the most nice little rounded tip. I'm just gonna put a little pressure on this side. So I'm just gonna put a little pressure on one side. Doesn't like that. I don't like that either. Okay, what's the sauce? Okay, my friend, come out. There it is. It didn't break. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna apply some pressure with the pry tool that came in the kit, and then I'm gonna get behind the center on the other side, just until it pops off. I got good luck right now, Kyle. I'm just gonna keep going. Come on, play. Here we go. It's like, now all we gotta do, push them on. Alright, this is the most satisfying part. I'm gonna let you do this, Kyle. Just gonna be nice and easy.